here, much easier to take, which is pretty much exactly the truth. But we'll see what happens. They might be practicing. Marshmellow just going ahead and saying exactly what he's going to do. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm inclined to believe this is a practice map. It looks like not a practice map, but this isn't a ladder match. They're just practicing openings. It's Marshmellow trying to play as standard as possible, and let's see. It looks like he's not a bad player at all. His APM is way up there, so it looks like they're just practicing, possibly for a CSL match. I'm not sure if Marshmellow has played, but I don't think he's played against us in our matches, the ones I've casted. So, yeah, Marshmellow is definitely working on his play style. Looks like Alvin is just going to get a gateway. He's not going to do any sort of early Nexus. At this point, it could be a one Nexus expand. So we'll see if he saves up for that. It looks like Marshmellow is saving up for an orbital command. I always get thrown off. Terran. Look like they're saving. Oh my gosh. How rude. Throwing down a bunker. The fact that this is a bunker makes me think he's going to try to move Marines across the map into it. Usually if you're just doing a block, you'll want to throw down an engineering bay because it gains health faster. And it costs just a little bit more. I think it's 25 more minerals, but it has like 1200 health instead of just 400. So it's going to take so much longer for zealots and probes to take it down. So this expansion's not going to happen anytime soon, but there will be an opportunity. You can see Alvin immediately responding, chrono boosting out some army so he can take out this poor bunker. Yeah. Okay, so what's going on in Marshmellow's base? He is getting a factory and a reactor. This is going to be React Factory. He's going to get a lot of Hellions and do some damage. Finally, very smartly canceling the building, and Alvin should be throwing down his Nexus very shortly. Marshmellow saying he's trying something. Good. If you weren't trying something when you're playing, that's a mistake. And we should see the Nexus very shortly. It looks like he has the probe ready. There it goes. At the same time, it looks like Marshmellow is actually floating a lot of minerals. It might just be waiting for the heli. He did not switch the barracks and the factory, and it looks like he's getting an early starport. So this isn't going to be Reactor Factory at all. It's going to be some sort of early medevac, I want to say. He could try to do a Hellion medevac drop. It looks like this one Zealot just going to town, walking all the way across the map. Alvin not controlling it too well. Didn't have the Stalker as backup, so he doesn't actually kill anything. He did manage to hit this Marine once. But he does get a good scout. And did he scout? He did not scout the starport. So very interesting. In this kind of a situation where the Protoss is putting on a lot of pressure, if you're afraid you're going to be busted, what you can do is tech just like Marshmellow is. You can actually get a Banshee and do a Banshee hold, because once you have Cloak, if they don't have a Robo facility, they're pretty much dead. In the meantime, Marshmellow is just macroing up. There's no command center yet, so we'll see what kind of benefit this earlier Nexus is going to give Alvin. But you can see back at home in Marshmellow's base, he has Banshees and Cloak on the way. So he's going to do exactly what I said. You need to hold a all-in, but Alvin actually isn't all-in. He's just getting the safe stuff. He actually already has the Robo facility finished. If he gets out an Observer, he should be more than happy. And look at this. He's actually chrono boosting it and putting it directly in his mineral line. He senses the starport all in. So we'll see exactly how well he holds it. You can also get photon cannons, but with an Observer it's just safer. You can get Observer and have a lot of Stalkers and kill pretty much anything. His first Observer's out on the map, and he's going to actually move across. If he runs directly into this Banshee, he'll be very happy. It looks like Cloak is not completed yet. Marshmellow still has the opportunity to cancel it. Here comes that first Banshee, and if he cancels Cloak, he will save himself a lot of money. If he doesn't, he will waste pretty much all of it. and he has 10 more seconds. Cloak is not going to be very good. He is getting a Raven as well, and here is the perfect scout seeing everything. Cloak has completed, and there is actually no observer here, but it's on the way. The Banshee is going to pick up a few kills. It has 4 or 5 already, not bad at all, but this Cloak is just not going to be worth it. Oh! Getting out just barely. And Marshmellow using the kind of attack method he used, in that he has the Protoss locked in his base, he can't move out with his units, to just get his command center, and you can see he has a very nice army here in case of an early push. Floating over the barracks is good for scouting. I'm not sure how smart that was, though, because now... it's not burning. Now the Protoss player knows that you're not getting Marines. And in fact, you can see Marshmellow is pretty much relying, he's going Sky, Mech. There's not going to be any Marines. These Marines aren't going to have stim or shields. They're going to die super fast to Colossus, and you can see Alvin is setting himself up really nice for Robo. He has 2 Robos done. He's getting charged, so Zealots plus Robo is pretty good. Though Marshmellow smartly is getting out 2 Vikings at a time. He's really scared of Colossus right now. So if Alvin just doesn't build any Colossus and just gets Immortals and Zealots, he will pretty much stomp this army. His economy right now is way ahead, almost 20 workers ahead. He has the 4 gas going. He is doing very well. And you can see Alvin's just continuing to build Immortals. And he has a few gateway units. In total, he has 5 Stalkers and 2 Sentries. And he's even getting his 3rd Nexus. But with 4 Immortals, these tanks are not going to do very much. And the Marines are going to be pretty much his only hope, but they're not going to have stim. Immortals pick off these mech units so well. The Raven's a nice touch, but it's really not going to be too necessary. It looks like Alvin's taking a lot of damage from this one Banshee. It's picking off a sentry there. Here comes the Observer. And will he get the final kill? Only 10 health left on that Banshee. But now Alvin's just going to throw down some photon cannons in his main. He's going to prepare, and he's getting a lot of Zealots. How many? He doesn't have any upgrades on them. He's only started +1, I don't even know where the forge is, +1 attack a while ago. But it's not going to be done nearly in the time frame that he wants it to be done. He might try to do a +1 attack. It looks like he's also getting a Templar Archives, which he can use to get Storm? Templar are generally not too good against mech. The Archons are really what I want to see him use that for. So we'll see what he does. He is finishing +1 weapons. He may maybe want to put down another forge just so he can get double upgrades. With this 3 base economy, he's going to be totally fine. This is a little interesting. Marshmellow's at 109 supply, but he thinks Alvin is at more. And the truth is, Alvin should be at more, but he's not spending his money because he's saving for stuff like tech. He's saving up to get a lot of Templar really quickly, and he's getting just lots of Immortals, man. And these Immortals are going to do a ton of damage if Marshmellow ever tries to move. He's continuing to build this Vikings, man. These Vikings are going to be so useless. There is 9 on the field. Oh man, there are no Colossus, dude. I feel really bad for poor Marshmellow. And he may be able, and Alvin should be able to get a lot of Archons as well soon. The charge lots are going to do so much damage. I wouldn't be unhappy to see him also getting a second forge and putting down the ground armor is going to help a lot for that. And Alvin is actually starting to become a monster scary man. Throwing down a ton of gateways. He's going to have a ton of Zealots. His mineral income, you can see, is skyrocketing ahead of the poor Terrans. Only able to keep up a little bit because of these orbital commands. Ooh, not too good. And there's actually a Dark Shred on the way. The Raven is going to be very useful for that. But Marshmellow is still trying to get his 3rd set up, and Alvin is very comfortably building up an army and should be able to, it looks like he's just going to get supply capped and do a very strong push. He should be able to take out this base without any sort of loss, and he's trying to do a medevac drop. There is a photon cannon here, there isn't much else, so this medevac drop should do well, but it gets scouted by the Zealot, and actually Zealots are pretty good against not even a macroed. Yeah, look at how much damage that one Zealot did to these medevacs. So this drop is pretty much over with, and Alvin's starting to get his Templars in here. No sign of Storm, so they're going to be turned into Archons when he remembers to do that. He's getting a 4th. This barracks is seeing everything. But this is the scary right here. +2 attack just finished. The Archons are on their way. More Colossus. He's getting a Robo Bay, but he just doesn't need to build it. Marshmellow's trying to get a nice kind of wall here to support his Terran strength, but yeah, Alvin's going to be maxed very shortly, and this army is a dream. Archons, charge lots, some Stalkers for the air, but these Vikings are going to be totally useless. There's no Colossus on the map. He's even getting +3 weapons. These Immortals are going to do so much damage. It looks like there is a drop up here, but you can see these Photon Cannons are going to be very sufficient to defend any of that. Oh, my stream crashed! I hope this is recording. This is... God damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully didn't lose this, because it sucked. Alvin, they're both about maxed right now. But taking a look at the army, these are unupgraded mech units, only throwing down the armories now. And Alvin actually has a beast army with 9 Immortals. He's even getting the tech for Colossus without building the units, because what he can do is just move in and take out the Vikings, and then when he builds Colossus, they're going to be so much stronger. And he's going to be on 5 bases. It looks like here comes the push from Marshmellow, but he's going to be disappointed. He has all these Vikings, and they're going to have absolutely nothing to kill. It looks like Alvin's even throwing down more Robo Bays, more Robo Facilities, and... oh my gosh, Marshmellow is just throwing down more starports. This army is going to do a lot. It looks like there's just orbital commands here. And siege tanks actually are going to be able to do a lot of damage in this number. But Immortals will be able to take them out if they charge in first. So kind of an interesting standoff here. Alvin did lose a lot to that initial volley, but he'll be able to remax very easily. He's now very safely on 5 bases. Whereas Marshmellow is trying to get his 4th up. Not able to even take out this pylon. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. This is going to be about 10 more minutes. Hang on a sec. Kind of pissing me off. I'm hoping this is being recorded. So, Marshmellow has a lot of... Finally, there's Colossus coming out, but these Vikings were a total waste up until this point. He's even getting... This is the Warp Prism upgrade to make them faster. And a Soul Zealot right here going to be able to stop all of these mules mining. Okay, so this is being recorded. Okay, so my my video actually failed there. Okay, so Colossus on the map. They're 3 attack Colossus, but they don't have any armor. That's not going to be too bad against siege tanks. Siege tanks are going to do a lot of damage anyway. But against Marines, there's some Marines. I don't know. If you have the money, and Alvin does, why not get the upgrades? It's just going to mean that all of your units are going to just be that much stronger, which could be the edge you need in the final engagement. They're both very supply capped and bored, apparently. Trading harvesters. Interesting. What is going on? SCV's taking out a Zealot. That you don't see very often. Both players are just sacrificing their harvesters to free up supply. They don't need that many harvesters. Holy crap, Marshmellow, what a beast is actually just getting a ton of battlecruisers and Yamato cannons. That's what this weapon refit upgrade is. This game just got epic because he's actually getting supply. Oh my gosh! Warp-ins to the main. This army is going to be way out of position. He's trying to move in Hellions, but will it be enough? These Zealots are going to do a ton of damage. Already picking away at the production facilities. Here come the Hellions, and actually they're going to funnel these Zealots into a nice little wall. But there's also Dark Templar. With this Warp Prism, I kind of like it because he can just see. First off, he saw everything here. He knows there's going to be battle cruisers. You can see he's responding immediately by throwing down a ton of Stargates. And with this Warp Prism, he'll be able to harass whenever he wants to. It does have the speed. And this could be an engagement here, moving in with the Zealots. Here are the battle cruisers, but you can see just how fast these siege tanks die to Archon Immortal play. You can see how much damage they're doing. The siege tanks are actually doing a decent job, but the Immortals are now going to be untouched. Unfortunately, the battle cruisers are still alive, and Randomrice is going to lose a lot of units here once these Immortals are done, but they're picking off all of the siege tanks. And here come a bunch more Stalkers. If they can take out the battle cruisers, these... Okay, well, the Immortals are dead. They're trading pretty evenly at this point, but the difference is Alvin, because he had that 5th base, is going to be in a much better position, and actually using a landed Vikings here to pick off the Stalkers. So Alvin now has to build his... He's going to have to counter this Air Hellion kind of interesting play. And you can see he's just getting Void Rays. Oh my gosh. Some Fleet Bacon and a bunch of Colossi. He does have a decent-sized army here. I'm not sure that Marshmellow wants to move in, but he does have 6 battle cruisers that have their first upgrade round on the way. Oh my gosh, lots of Stalkers. What is going to be able to take out the Stalkers? Oh my gosh, a huge Blinken. He's focusing down the battle cruisers. I'm not sure they're going to live very much longer. Oh my gosh, landing the Vikings, taking out some of the Stalkers, and siege tanks here are doing a ton of damage. And the last of the Stalkers go down, but there aren't too many battle cruisers left. Unfortunately, these siege tanks are doing a lot of damage here on the base. Here come the Void Rays, and the Stalkers, another Blinken, trying to pick off more battle cruisers. The Void Rays are doing a lot of damage, but they're not going to be able to live very long against the Vikings. Vikings taking out these Void Rays in very quick fashion, and unfortunately, Colossi unsupported at all, and it's going to fall as well. Alvin is just trying to build. He has a lot of charge lots on the way. Colossus in production. Vikings are saving the day right now. Man, I thought they were going to be totally useless. I was proven wrong, Marshmellow. What a good job. These Colossus are coming out of literally anywhere from any direction. But now these Hellions are going to be able to do a ton of damage. Oh my gosh, Dark Templar. Will Marshmellow be able to hear them? It looks like he isn't scanning yet. He's just picking off all the probes. And he's going to take out the base as well. But Alvin actually has a lot more bases. And in the meantime, he did use that Warp Prism to take out this base here, which Alvin just lifted off and is now mining here in this position. But the Vikings are still alive and well, and the battlecruisers are slowly falling. But with these Vikings, they keep landing and doing a ton of damage. There's only one more battlecruiser left, and Dark Templar now killing landed Vikings. What a weird matchup. And the battlecruisers are just, oh my gosh, they're doing so much damage. I wonder now that, you know what, he can't go Phoenix until this Viking count is low. Void Rays coming out, but they're not doing too much damage to the battlecruiser. Finally, it looks like this last battlecruiser will fall to these 4 Hero Stalkers, and Marshmellow actually is way behind in supply. Alvin's economy, you can see he's spent it all to catch up, and once this Dark Templar finishes killing the landed Vikings, the goofy-looking ones right over here, this battlecruiser with 37 HP will finally be able to be taken out, and actually a lot of these production facilities remain untouched. You can see there are still Void Rays coming, and what Marshmellow is doing a crazy tech switch to, it looks like it's going to be Mass Marine. He's even getting the Engineering Bay. Oh my gosh, Mass Marine coming out. Will Alvin react in time? He needs to be building some Colossus, but fortunately for him, these Marines have like 0 upgrades. I don't think they have... Oh my god. He's queued up so many Marines. He knows he needs an army, but he just doesn't have one. And oh man, these Zealots are going to do so much damage to these poor Marines. They have 0 upgrades, they don't have shields, they don't have stim pack. Here comes the Doom Squad, gonna run in here and take out a lot of the SCVs. Oh man, cleaning that up, so nice. It's just like watching a cleaning team at your apartment. Just, they're painting over all your memories, all your hopes and dreams, and all you have are some Marines shooting at them. Alvin taking his 6th base. This base has actually done pretty well. It's caused, you can see a lot of these minerals are about halfway mined out. But I don't know, Marshmellow, look at these Marines. These Zealots are still doing a lot of damage. The Marines have 0 upgrades. He's trying to get +1 attack and armor for them, but it's going to be a very uphill climb. This Warp Prism has been used to build a lot of units that have taken out a lot of stuff. These Zealots have kills here. Here come more Zealots. Oh my gosh, taking out a siege tank like a boss. Picking away at these Marines. Alvin is just going to be in a really great shape. Oh my gosh, so many Templar right here. But actually, because the bio isn't grouped up too much, it may not be very good. Oh, but that storm does huge damage, taking out quite a lot of the health on those Marines, and this Zealot army is going to be able to clean up the last of it. And Marshmellow GG's out. What a crazy game! Oh man, that was very back and forth. But it looks like Alvin just able to get, yeah, exactly. Alvin was able to build more economy, and Marshmellow just fell behind when they started to trade armies. He was ahead with those battle cruisers, but he didn't have his 4th set up and his 3rd, and he probably could have kept up on that, but instead he built all these orbital commands in the center. That's it for this game. I'm going to take a short break, so I'll be right back with you guys. Check it out. More UCD StarCraft on the way.